Hey everyone, Yo-Yo-san here, and today I'm gonna explain why League of Legends Teemo, this cute little fella here, is actually the devil in League of Legends. You might not think it is by his looks, but he is not as fluffy as he seems. So let's get first right into his passive. So I don't think his passive is very good, but it's basically after 1.5 seconds of standing still, he becomes invisible until he starts walking again, and when he starts walking again, he does extra damage for the next 5 seconds. Sounds really cool in practice. I haven't really used it often, I just use it to annoy enemies when they're chasing me. But I don't think it's a very good part of his kit, I just prefer his abilities. So Teemo's Q is a blinding dart that does pretty good damage, but more importantly it also blinds enemies, which means they won't really do a lot of damage on you because they're blind. This thing is just really useful for especially laning. When an enemy tries to take one of your minions, you just say no and you just shoot them, and then most of the time it's just enough to make them run back, and then when they come back again it's on such a short cooldown that you just shoot again. And you do this like 50 times a game, and that's probably one of the reasons why Teemo is so frustrating. His Q is really stupid, and best of all, when they run towards you, you just Q again to them, and their auto attack won't really do damage to you. Also, it's really good for just doing a lot of damage, which is probably why he's pretty OP at the start of the game.
Captain Teemo on duty!
Teemo's W is actually pretty boring. It just makes Teemo walk faster if he isn't hit in the last 2 seconds. And well, it's pretty mediocre, But it's not as bad as most people say. Most people say it's a meme, but actually most of the frustration is basically because, well, if you run towards a Teemo, he just uses a W and he just walks away. The problem is if you're too late, then well, you're hit anyway, so you won't really go faster. But you know, for catching enemies or just for creating a lot of frustration, it's actually pretty fun. Having said that, it's also by far the worst ability of Teemo, but hey, at least you can do some fun things with it, I guess. So Teemo's E is actually just a passive of make sure arrows deal more damage. And that's basically it. There's not much more to say, but it's actually really good. Now, Teemo's ultimate is actually really cool, and it doesn't really feel like an ultimate, which I also kind of like. So it's just basically these traps that you can just put anywhere, and you could more of the same traps on the same time, and it will just stay there forever, which all of which I really like. And well, when an enemy walks on it, it reveals them and take damage, but more importantly, for the annoying Teemo main, it also slows the enemies. So that's a lot of frustrating, because then they just walk on your trap and you slow them. And the best of it, since you're Teemo, you can just poke them while they're slowed. It's really, you know, what completes the Teemo package. I'm gonna be honest here. I thought that Teemo was really good, but after watching some subreddits, I actually found out that Teemo is pretty bad and outdated, especially in the current meta where everyone just dashes towards you. So definitely don't pick Teemo if you want to climb or anything. But if you just, you know, want to have some fun, but more importantly, want your opponents to have a bad day, then just go for it. I mean, his hit is pretty easy and it's pretty straightforward. And well, his entire kit is just based around poking towards enemies and placing traps down and just ruining their day. And you know, if you snowball, it doesn't really work for Teemo. Just team fights are totally bad. But for split pushing, he is actually a really good hero, especially with his ult. You just throw his ult towards the enemy minions and they just all die. I had a lot of fun with this hero, but more importantly, like the salt that I got from the enemies. I mean, that just makes my day, you know. I really recommend playing this hero, but I think most importantly, it's just the ultimate devil in League of Legends, which I think really shows. So if you're still here, thanks for being with me. It really took a lot of time this one, and well, I wanted to try something different. So if you want to support the channel, you can always like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, letting you know that you're there. And well, see you in the next one. But for now, Yo-Yo Sun out.